now coming back to like the big thing that I'm doing now with the March release is last year, 2021, I started this album that I wanted to do with local artists. Like I wanted to basically invite everybody that I love to work with on one album.
Right.
It's almost like a producer album, like Ninth Wonder does, everybody else does, which is like Sandeep is the album lead, and then everybody features on
Right.
that. So it's like there's a sound to
Yeah.
it. You know, there's a whole theme to it. So the theme was, me and my wife discussed it, was I wanted to give back to the place I come from, India, and her and I do a lot for charity, but I wanted to make my first like proper album part of a giving back to my people. So I decided, okay, what we're gonna do is invite everybody who I love to work with on this album, give them a theme, because I wanted to have some commonality in the album. So the theme was change.
Yeah.
Whatever that word means for you is what you write about.
Mhm.
So people wrote about change and different perspectives of it. And so I started that a while back, and then other things came in the way. Finite Galaxy came in the way, so kind of went on the back burner a little bit. But then finally, I kind of had to tell myself, it's like, hey, you're doing this for a cause. Let's finish it up. And so I had 16 artists that lend their voices and talent to me on the album. From the names of JB is on there, Thomas Hu, KO, there's Hustle, Zunafish, all the artists that I love to work with are part of it. And so the album, so then the question was, okay, we have this album, it's called We'll Rap for Change. It could be different meanings. We want money to charity, or we want to change ourselves.
Yeah.
I want to do some sort of release party, because you let it be like, okay, you go ahead and go buy the album, like you still will get people not wanting to, like it's still very hard with music to sort of have an income in that way. So I wanted to make sure that we give them an experience. So it was like, okay, what can we do? And so I decided to do like this release party and listening party, because also trying to work around schedules of 16 people is hard to do a live show.
Right.
So I decided, okay, let's have all the poets who I work closely with perform, but everybody else would be played as a listening party.
Yeah.
So I booked the conservatory at Ed Lycan Conservatory, Will Rogers. It was a pretty decent price. So I was like, man, I'm not going to get better than this, like a better venue than that. It was a beautiful place. And so started thinking about, okay, so we will have Indian style brunch. It's going to be like samosas and chai, and we're going to have mango and guava juice mimosas. And so we started contacting people, and I want to give huge shout out to all the sponsors on it. So Stone Cloud is sponsoring us. We're giving out coupons, free pint pour. So we're basically creating a goodie bag of the first 50 people that RSVP. And we are in, then Big Friendly Brewery is one of the other sponsors. The big sponsors we have, fiscal sponsor is Freestyle Creative. So they Vahid and his team were awesome enough to sponsor us. And then Image Line Studios, Qazi Islam. He's a person I work with a lot, so he's the one who also sponsored it. So it was hard to organize it, but it sort of came together, because usually with events it's all about trying to find sponsors and trying to make sure everything is all organized. So I was very lucky to have people that are willing to help out. So this event is March 19th. We'll have a couple of, like, we as Finite Galaxy are performing a few songs. We have the poets on the album performing their part of the album live, and then it's just going to be just a mixer, just people hanging out. We have some visual artists as well, so they're going to be displaying. Lindsey Martin and Tyler Ray are the two. Tyler is also the one who did the album cover.
Okay.
So they're displaying their artwork, and it's going to be
It's gonna be awesome.